Hey everybody, so I got a new power station to show you today. This one is a little bit smaller and it's not going to be as high of capacity. This one has 300 watt hours and it's going to be more for like your smaller items, your phones, your tablets, things like that. It also does have a charging pad right on top for wireless, so you can use that for your phones. Now this one only has one AC outlet. You could use an extension cord or like a surge if you needed extras. Also, this one does have the DC, and it also has the DC adapters where you could get those as well. And then you got, of course, your USB A's, and you do have a Type C. Now, this one does have a display, which I really like that they do displays on a lot of these days because it gives you your output, your input, and it will let you know how much time is left based on the wattage that you're using currently. So everything in the box, you get your AC cord and you get a DC cord for the car. And you can also use solar with this one. I did try it. Now, one con that I don't like about this one is that it has a maximum of 60 watts input for charging. And it doesn't matter what you use. So I tried the brick, 60 watts. I threw a solar panel on it, 60 watts. So pretty much your 60 watts is going to be the highest input. So this one is going to take a little bit longer to charge compared to a lot of the others that I have reviewed. Now this one is rated at, it was either 300 or 350 watts, I'll clarify that, and a maximum of about 500. Also, if you're using that many watts, this will not last very long. I got a couple different things here I'm going to show you, test it with, but if you're looking for something that would just power like your mobile devices and everything, this one's not too bad. Also, this one does have an LED light. I usually don't use these. I never really have a reason for it, but it is there if you need it. There is a little handle that you can easily carry this as well, and it's not very heavy, it's just a few pounds. All right, so as for the wireless charging, it does work pretty well. Now this one, I wouldn't really be using one of these ones to charge my phones. I usually have smaller packs for that one. Now this one I would use more for like using my MacBook and stuff, but I wanted to show a couple different ideas. All right, so let's say you wanted to use a little bug zapper while you're at the campsite. These don't really use hardly any wattage these days. So you could always have that. You could always charge up your phone. You could have your MacBook, your tablets and stuff plugged in and charging as well. You could have this, you could get a solar panel and you could have this charging during the day and then have free electricity pretty much all night at your campsite. Now, if you try to power something that's a higher wattage, it's not going to last for very long. Like right now, we could get 16 hours based on what's left on here for the bug zapper. Now this isn't going to have enough power to run like appliances and things, but if you do have something small, like I have this little dash one, now this is still more wattage than I would typically use on this, but I wanted to just kind of give a quick example of pretty much the battery life and everything if you were to try to push this on the wattage a little bit. All right, so you can hear that the fans kick on pretty much immediately, and it is zapping a bit more juice. So right now we are running pretty close to 300 watts. And it doesn't even have 1 hour listed. It's under an hour, and it's down to 94% now. It was, I think, 95% when I first plugged it in a moment ago. Oh, we're down to 93. So, I mean, it's ticking down pretty quick. And this is why I would not use this with anything that has a higher wattage. I would pretty much stick to, like, mobile devices and things like that with this one. But it will power it if you had to. Yeah, we're at 92% now, so I wouldn't recommend that. I only did that just to give you a good example of a higher wattage device being used. Anyway, if you are looking for a smaller power station just to do your mobile devices and everything, this could be an option. I mean, there are a lot of other options that I would probably choose, to be honest. Anyway, this is the small power station from Apollo Solar.